guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a hair tutorial for you guys. This is how I do my hair for the LSU Colorguard. It can also be for LSU Golden Girls or any dance team or color guard hair. Basically it's a half up, half down look with a poof and a palm in the back, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it. So starting off, you're going to need a couple products to begin with. One, you're going to need a brush. It can be any kind of brush. I usually use a travel size brush, and I'll just keep this in my band bag, and it's super simple to have. Next thing is some teasing spray or teasing powder. So I use both of these because my hair is very heavy. I have very thick long hair, so I use both, and that helps it stay better. So I just use the Not Your Mother's She's a Tease volumizing hairspray, and then the same thing, Not Your Mother's Girl Powder volumizing hair powder. To tease, I use two different types of brushes. So this one I just use, it's a Revlon teasing brush. I just use for the comb because it's very sharp. And then this one's not as sharp, but it's from Evolve, and it's a lot thicker. It's a lot thicker than this one, so this one works better for my hair to actually tease it. This one I just use for the pick. Another thing is some clips. So you can have either these bigger clips, tiny clips if you have thinner hair or not as long of hair. So they have smaller clips than these, but it just depends on your hair type. And then hair ties. So if you have very thick hair, you're going to want actual hair ties. If you have thin hair, I have a couple of these in here. Let me see. My hair won't stay up if I use these, but they have these little bitty tiny ones, and you can use those as well. A bunch of bobby pins. And then you're going to need, and finishing hairspray. I use this Fave 4 Style Stay Firm Hold hairspray. You want something firm hold, and if it even says like humidity resistant and stuff like that, that's even better. You need either a curling iron, mine is just Revlon, or no, sorry, Remington, or a straightener, and you're going to want to have your hair already straight or already curly whenever you go into this. I'm using second day hair, so my curls are very not as defined as they would be if I just curled them, but it's better because the top is a little bit greasy, not greasy, but has a little bit of natural oils in it, and it's straight. So first thing you're going to do is go ahead and brush your hair out. Make sure there's absolutely no tangles in your hair. Okay, so now that all of our hair is brushed out, I'm going to go ahead and take my comb with the rat tail part and a hair tie, thank you brain, and I like to section off my hair right where my eyebrows end. I don't like to, actually I'm going to go with where my arches, yeah, where the arches of my eyebrows are, and that's how I section off my hair, because I like to have a little bit of hair down in front of my ears whenever my hair, the hair that's down is down. So I'm going to do that with the comb. So I do a rough section with my fingers, and I'm going to do the real section with my comb. And so since my hair is very thick, I usually like to take out a chunk from the back because this much hair will not stay up. But if you have thinner hair, then you don't need to do that. And I'm gonna just put that in a clip, and everything else that I'm not using, I'm gonna get it real tight and put that in a ponytail. So I'm gonna brush this out again. Got a little tangled while I was sectioning it off. My hair gets tangled so easily. And I'm going to take a small section from the back. Yeah, so about this big. I'm gonna give myself a little room to see. Hi guys. And take my teasing powder and dust a little bit of that onto the hair. And I kind of shake it a little bit to get that working in there. And then I'm going to take my teasing spray. You don't have to do both of these, like I said, guys, but my hair is very heavy, so I like to do both. And now I'm going to take this brush while that spray is drying and start teasing my hair. So what I do is I start about halfway up, bring it down, and down and down. You can also work your way from down to up. Either one works. And I only tease on the back of my hair. I don't tease in front of it, I tease behind it. So once you have that, go ahead and brush out the ends. I'm gonna go a little bit more. Okay, make sure the ends are brushed out. And then I'm gonna push down all the tease to the very, to the base of my scalp. So I'm gonna push down all this tease that I have and get it all the way down to the base of my head. And that way nothing will end up in our ponytail. And then I'm gonna spray it again with the extra firm hold hairspray. Spray the front and the back. And I lay it on my arm so it dries a little bit upright. And I wait there for like 15 seconds or so until I feel like it's hardened. And then spread it out. This is like probably the most important step, to spread it out, especially once you get to the ponytail part, which is the palm. So that's my first little teasing buddy. And now I'm gonna take another piece and basically the same thing I just did on my whole entire head. Okay, so all the tease is done, and now I've got my front portion that is not teased, and basically I'm going to flip my head forward, grab all my hair, pull it back, and so right here I'm going to take my teasing brush and just smooth everything back. And so what I like to do is I like to pull my hair as tight as possible, and then I push it forward after I've put it in a ponytail. But I find I can't just put it in a ponytail where I want it because it is way too hard. Okay, so once you've got everything smoothed, you're going to go ahead and take your ponytail and put it on. And so I like to not move my two fingers that were at the base, and we'll just loop it through with my thumb and try and keep the base as stable as possible as you're doing this. Next thing we're going to do is take two bobby pins and we're going to push up on this ponytail, push it up. You're going to take one bobby pin, stick it down, going into the hair tie. So stick it into the hair tie, make sure that you're in the center, and then push it back. And this does hurt your scalp, but that's how you get this lift. And now we're going to anchor the palm with another 2 bobby pins. Anchor the poof. And I'm putting one on this corner, very close to that ponytail. And then one pointing this way into the poof, right at the base of the ponytail. And those two should collide underneath your poof and form an X formation, basically underneath the ponytail. And that will make your poof very stable. And so just go in and make sure that it's smooth, that you have no lumps. And I can feel right here in the back that there's a lump right here that my finger is on, so I'm going to go in with a bobby pin and just stick that underneath the poof so it's not visible anymore. Okay. And if you need to, you can always pull out hair on the side, because right now it kind of looks like a wall. So I'm going to pull out some hair on the side. And I'm just sticking this inside and pulling some hair out. Okay, so once you're comfortable with how your poof looks, we're going to move on to the ponytail part, which is the palm. So first you are going to want to take a small piece of hair and wrap it around this hair tie. So I take one usually from the base of the ponytail, right underneath it, some hair about this big. And I'm just gonna wrap this around the ponytail. Okay, so once you get to the end of that, you're gonna stick a bobby pin with the end tail of that hair you just wrapped. And basically, it's really hard to show this, but I'm going to take the open bobby pin, put the hair inside of it, and just push it into, going this way, into my palm. My poof. So basically for this, we're going to do kind of the same thing, flipping it over, starting from the back, but this time I'm going to take very, very thin sections and tease them. And I only use the spray on my palm just because I can't really see the powder too well. So I just spray it. Where's my little brush? And we're going to tease it the same way that we just did, being a little more gentle, so you're not moving your poof around. Make sure to brush out the ends. So we're going to push down all the tease so it's very low. I'm going to spray it in the front and just pull it. And we will repeat all of that on the entire palm. So this is what you should look like when you're done teasing your palm. It looks horrible, but make sure you leave out some hairs from the front. Now I'm going to brush them out. These are going to cover the tease, just like we did with the poof. So I'm going to lay these down and spread it out. So I'm going to take again my teasing brush and spread it out over this palm. So see what I said? It's kind of like a semicircle tube looking thing. That's what it's supposed to look like. So basically it should be like this, and now we're going to take a clip and clip this in the back and basically just smooth out the hairs over the tease so everything looks very smooth and shiny. And then we're gonna spray it with that hairspray. I'm gonna spray it good, thick layer. of that. And you can keep it like this for practice. You can keep this ponytail in the back and the hair that's in the clip. You might want to brush out this hair that's in the clip too, and then recurl it once you get back to the band hall after practice. Okay guys, so I just curled half of my head and everything that was in the palm, and I'm going to show you guys my little trick to keeping the curls and having them last all game day. So what I do is I start with the bottom, and I'll just go ahead and clip this off to the side. And now the bottom area, you don't have too big of a section. The bottom area I wrap around, and I don't move my hand from it, so it kind of twists as it goes around this barrel. And that's how I do the bottom layers. Leave it on for a couple seconds. Hold it in my hand and then release it. And then for this front piece, so I'm going to split this in two, it's a little too wide. Oh, I missed a piece. That's okay. Did I miss it? Oh, I did. Oh, that's okay. So for this piece, I'm going to go around and wrap it, but this time I'm going to do more of a barrel curl. So I'm going to make sure the hair goes flat down onto the barrel every time I wrap it. And my hair's so long it doubles up on itself, but it doesn't matter. It still curls the same way. So this one I'll hold a little bit longer because this is what is actually going to be seen. And now this one I'm holding in my hand and I'm going to spray it as I let it go. So this will stay like a ringlet curl, which is what I want all day. So this is the finished game day hair look. And this is how the palm should look. This is the poof. This is everything together. You're going to want to spray it a couple times with your extra hold hairspray. But this is basically how I do my LSU Colorguard game day hair. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave them down below in the comment section. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!